claim means when a property is dangerous and someone slips at fault. There's a couple of requirements for this. One is the landowner or the property owner or the property manager or the company there has to be a dangerous condition that they knew or could have known of, not should, knew and could have known of. You didn't know and you encountered it. You encountered it anyway. It also can't be that you knew about it. You can't say, oh, there's ice over there, I'm going to go try to slide on it. No, that's not how it works. The other thing is that in slip and fall cases with ice or snow, that if it's just ice and snow and the landowner didn't do anything about it, then they're probably not at fault because it's considered an act of God. However, if they go and try to shovel, try to salt and do a negligent job, that's when you have them. So for the slip and fall claim, you encounter water on the floor of a store or a spilled shake, or you are walking on someone's parking lot and there's black ice, where we have melting and refreezing here all the time. You don't see the ice, you slip and fall, or there's a hole in the ground and you're at property and you encounter it, or a porch collapses or something. Now, those are premises liability cases. For this question, it's more slip and fall. You literally slip and fall walking into a Walmart, you have a claim because they have to put mats out there and they have to mop and they have to put wet floor signs so that you know that you're going to about to encounter a changed surface that's too slippery and you can adjust yourself for it and then you won't slip and fall and you'll be fine. So the way you make the claim is you do like any other case, go get your medical care, hire a lawyer like me. We put the defendant, the liable party, on notice. Sometimes there's more than one party. You could have a landowner and a renter. A company that leases space from another company that owns the building. We get all your medical records and bills. We send them to the other side. We make a demand to settle the case, including damages for your wage loss, pain and suffering, medical expenses, everything. If they refuse to settle, we file a lawsuit, we serve them, and then we continue through any other litigation like any other case. We don't, just because we file a lawsuit doesn't mean we're going to try it. But it's a way. One of the things it's my job to do is to get as much money as I can for you in your slip and fall case. Many times slip and fall cases are aggressively defended because we're going to try to blame the person who slipped and fell. Sometimes for someone who fell is partially at fault. Sometimes they're not at fault at all. We have many cases where there was nothing the person can do. They got out of their car, they stepped down, they hit black ice. No one knew it until after they're laying there, and the company and the person who did it didn't salt very well. There's salt around, but they didn't salt that part, or it melted and refroze and they didn't handle it, or they hired some shoddy company to do it. Had many cases with many successes for this. A landowner, a business, has a non-delegable duty to have their place safe for their guests. If someone comes to my house, I have a duty to make sure it's safe for them. The same thing is true with any store. If they're making money off of us and if they're attracting us to their store, then they have a duty to make it safe for us to do so. It's unfair any other way, and that's what the law says. If you want to get into the details on slip and fall cases, get into the weeds on this, have any other questions, call us at Berger Law. We'll answer your questions. We also have other videos and all kinds of other informational stuff on this if you want to answer it yourself, but we can answer it pretty quickly and assess the case. We also investigate. We get pictures. We get video surveillance. We get witnesses. We do all that stuff. Make sure if you have a slip and fall case too, you report it to the manager or someone on duty right away, and they take all your information, do an incident report so you can document that you're there. Ask them to secure the security tape so that their security machines do not write over the recording. Thank you.